You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, this is more than a little interesting. And what I do have to wonder is, what took you so long? And there is also the question of, wait a minute, why is Breanna Stewart's agent on here? Why is her agent on here? How would Breanna Stewart's agent not be directly tied into the going on with the CBA, considering she's the VP of...
Caitlin Clark's agent just shook the WNBPA to its core. A blistering letter, signed by a dozen of the league's top agents, landed directly on the executive director's desk, demanding full transparency and coordinated communication immediately. This wasn't a polite request, it was a hardline ultimatum, exposing a deep internal crisis. The WNBPA leadership, blindsided and scrambling, now faces an unprecedented showdown with the very agents entrusted to protect its players. This explosive move could derail the upcoming CBA talks and threaten the entire 2026 season, exposing cracks in the league that no one saw coming.
How would Breanna Stewart's agent not be directly tied into the going on with the CBA, considering she's the VP on the executive committee? Guys, what's going on? What is going on with these negotiations? I think we're starting to find out that the players' union may not have been communicating with all of its players, agents, even with committee members. That's what this looks like to me. Again, why else is Breanna Stewart? Why would Breanna Stewart keep her agent in?
Made one thing crystal clear. Agents demand full transparency and coordinated communication during the CBA negotiations. This wasn't a simple procedural request, it was a sharp indictment. The message was unmistakable. The WNBPA, the very organization entrusted with representing players, had failed to keep agents in the loop. This glaring breakdown in communication exposes a union disconnected from its own stakeholders, now thrust into a high-stakes standoff that has erupted into the public eye.
Committee members? That's what this looks like to me. Again, why else is Breanna Stewart? Why would Breanna Stewart keep her agent in the dark? Why would the agent not know what's going on here? By the way, you had a bunch of agents all standing around going, wait a minute. We get paid a percentage of what these players make. If there is no WNBA season, we're not gonna make any money. We better enter the chat. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Check out Black.
Just any group of agents. Among the signatories were the representatives of the league's biggest stars: Asia Wilson, Paige Becker, Angel Reese, and perhaps most shockingly, Breanna Stewart. The star-studded lineup behind this unprecedented move amplifies the stakes. When the agents of the WNBA's marquee talents band together to call out the players' union, it's a stark warning. Dissatisfaction runs deep, and any deal on the table could be in jeopardy. The internal turmoil isn't isolated; it's widespread, urgent, and impossible to ignore.
Make any money? We better enter the chat. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Check out blackwhitenetwork.com for exclusive live streams and merch. A slew of prominent WNBA player agents sent a letter over on Thursday to WNBPA Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson, expressing, quote, our collective preference for transparency and coordinated communication with agents moving forward in CBA negotiations. What?
The presence of Breanna Stewart's agent on that letter is especially striking and deeply concerning. Stewart herself is the vice president of the WNBPA Executive Committee, placing her squarely within the union's top leadership. Yet her own agent was apparently left in the dark on crucial CBA developments. This exposes serious flaws or perhaps intentional gaps in the union's internal communication, raising the question, are even the top brass fully informed? Or is critical information being withheld? Either way, it's no wonder the agent's frustration is boiled over.
For transparency and coordinated communication with agents moving forward in CBA negotiations. What exactly has been going on here? How long are we into this process now? Okay. Guys, I got to be honest. I'm starting to be more than a little confused as to what the hell's going on here. And it sounds like the players also don't know what's going on. Has the full message been communicated? If I was to survey 50
After all, earn on commission their income is directly linked to players' salaries, endorsement deals, and the league's overall revenue. A work stoppage, such as a player's strike, wouldn't just disrupt the season, it would obliterate their earnings, freeze brand negotiations, and potentially cancel an entire season. This financial reality gives their collective action real urgency, turning a call for transparency into a high-stakes, self-preserving demand. These agents aren't just advocates. They are major stakeholders with a vested interest in keeping the league running and avoiding a catastrophic shutdown.
Caitlin Clark's agent was one of them. Asia Wilson, Paige Becker, Brianna Stewart, I still don't understand. Angel Reese. By the way, you look at this players list, I just talked about this in my earlier video about how it's the old WNBA heads that are messing this all up because they're getting to the twilight of their career and they're like, oh shit, we hadn't made any money. So we're going to try to stick it to the league. That's not working out. We've already found out there is now a fracture amongst the players. In whether